This stylized animation in 101 Dalmatians was actually hated by Walt Disney, but it had to be used to keep animation alive at the studio. You see, after the massive financial loss of Sleeping Beauty in 1959, 101 Dalmatians was the studio's last chance to prove that they could be financially viable. So Ken Anderson, the art director for the feature, proposed using the Xerography technique to attempt to save on labor costs. Instead of having ink and paint artists transfer drawings of animators from paper to clear animation cells, the studio could now copy an animator's drawing directly from a piece of paper to an animation cell using a Xerox printer. And it worked! The animators tested the process in the dragon sequence in Sleeping Beauty. They then implemented the technique in an entire animated short called Goliath 2, and then they set out to fully animate 101 Dalmatians in the same way. But Walt Disney was hesitant to move forward with this style change. For one, this new process transferred everything from an animator's paper onto the screen, including all the rough lines that animators use to find and construct their characters. The Xerox technique also could only produce black lines onto animation cells, which fit the contemporary style of the film, but it lacked the craftsmanship and subtlety of the inked line. And overall, 101 Dalmatians just didn't follow the same artistic conventions that Disney animation was known for. The beautiful and appealing storybook aesthetic from Snow White to Cinderella and Peter Pan was replaced by bold Xerox lines on the characters in the backgrounds. Despite Walt's reservations, Ken Anderson forged ahead with his vision for the project, and it led to the success the studio needed. But even though 101 Dalmatians became a critical and box office success that kept animation going for years to come at Disney, Walt didn't like the final product. He felt like his style had been lost, and he became convinced that Ken Anderson had sabotaged it, to the point where Walt Disney fired everyone who worked underneath him. Oh, and follow for more animation history videos like this one.